exact racial makeup, white dad, black mom, except Leah was even lighter than I was, and she had long blonde hair. And so people would say, well, if you're mixed, then how come you don't look like Leah?
Yeah.
She basically, and what they're saying is she's pretty. She's got long hair. Why don't you have that? And then they didn't even believe I was biracial, right? They almost thought I was lying about it.
Fact is indeed stranger than fiction. I thought my race story started here. Or perhaps here when my white dad comes to visit me after getting back from the Army, maybe with our all-American interracial family. But maybe the story started on March 13th, 2021, when I found out this, which was that my Ancestry DNA told me that this guy right here, not only was he not my biological father, but there was no mathematical way I was biracial. I had been raised believing that this was my dad, that my dad was white, that my racial identity was as a biracial person, wrote about being biracial in my book, did a TED Talk, friends, about being biracial. But when I look at it, I'm like, there was always something interesting going on with my story, my baby pictures. From birth, the older I got, the less biracial I actually looked, but nobody questioned it. Nobody questioned this blonde, fuzzy hair, where the curl pattern was a little bit tighter than the loose flowing locks blowing in the wind, the bronze skin in the summer, my little round nose that looked like my brother's who was all black, my full lips, my jerry curl. Can we do the hair thing for a second? Biracial kids with jerry curls. The Al Jarreau, when I had to get the jerry curl cut off. Later on, when I got older, I just locked my hair. The locks grew and grew and grew, and I just leaned into this natural hair thing because I was tired of fighting my non-biracial hair. But I look at these pictures, right? And I realized there's something else going on in my story. I've always been fascinated with the black side of my identity. I've always been fascinated by African heritage, African culture, African lineage. I always was intrigued, even though I believed myself to be biracial until a year ago. I was always interested in the black side of my identity. I felt like I understand white culture, but what's going on with my heritage, my ancestors, my roots? How far does the story go? Where does the lineage take me? Where is the source of this black joy that I seem to be so fluently experiencing? Why do I like a nice head wrap and some big beautiful earrings? What is beneath the surface? So I have this epiphany, and I knew the Ancestry DNA told me one story, right? I'm fair, I've got freckles, I was even raised Catholic, right? And that's one thing, but my story wasn't a black and white story anymore. So the light shined in the space. I'm warring for this healing, for this new identity story. I got to figure out why this math ain't mathin'. I'm actually way more black than I ever realized, which is a beautiful gift, but now I need to know more. So I did the swab, did it on both cheeks. I ordered my package to find out and to lean into these roots, to lean into this story, to find out what else is going on. So I have no idea where this journey is going to take me. And I believe in being transparent about the story, because I was transparent about being biracial, and that was wrong. So now I want to find out what the right story is. So if you'll journey with me, this is where we're going.